Deen, we stayed for half a day. This entire dunya, this life that you're living, 50, 60, 70, 80 years, it will feel like a few hours. And again, I mean, look at it right now. SubhanAllah, people here like 30 years old, 40, 50, 60 years old, and you ask them, how old do you feel? I don't feel 50, man. That's what I'm not 50, but like anyone will say, I don't feel like I'm 50 years old. It passed in the blink of an eye. I mean, young people here, you guys are teenagers, 15 years passed real quick, didn't it? Before you know it, another 15 is going to be gone. Ramadan is right around the corner, 3 months away. You don't realize how quickly time is passing you by. On the Day of Judgment, people will say with such confidence, we only lived for half a day. Maybe 1 day. I'll give you that. Allah, I only lived for like 1 day. My entire life, where I was born, I went to school, I got a job, I got married, I had kids, they got married, and then they had kids, and I had grandchildren, and I retired, and I lived in a retirement home. I did all of these things, and then I finally died at 75 years old. All of this, no, that was like 1 day. It was like a few hours. I lived my entire, a few hours. And we think life is so long. On the Day of Judgment, when people will realize how short it is, they will say with such confidence, they will tell Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Deen, go and ask the angels. We know, no, we definitely stayed for a few hours. Allah, no, seriously, go ask the angels, they will tell you. And that's the confidence that people will speak on the Day of Judgment. Just like these young men, what happens? Kam labithna, how long did we stay asleep for? قَالُوا لَبِثْنَا يَوْمًا أَوْ بَعْدَ يَوْمٍ. When these people, they slept for 300 years, and they wake up, they feel like it's only been a day, half a day. Doesn't it feel like that sometimes when you take a nap? Right? You wake up and you think like, oh, it's only been like 30 minutes. And it's like, oh my God, 2 hours. Goodbye dhuhr, right? I just missed my dhuhr break, I got to pick it up again. Because you don't realize how quickly time passes you. Right? And the world moves on. Sometimes you get upset, you go to your family, why didn't you guys wake me up? Why did my alarm wake me up? I had things to do. Wallahi, that's how the world works. That's how life works. When you and I, we go into that grave, what do you think is going to happen? Your family's not going to come and build a tent over your grave. They're not going to come and build a house over there. They're not going to stay here with you, right? Or you just got to live here from now on. They're not going to quit their jobs. Life is going to go on. The world will keep on spinning, right? And the world moves on and people's life will move on. We'll be in the grave. Our new life will have begun. Just like that, you experience that when you go to sleep for just a few hours. Right, that the world goes on, and then sometimes you wake up and you look at your phone after like 3-4 hours, and you have like dozens of texts and all these things happen, news alerts, this happened, that happened. Yeah, that's the nature of reality. And we think that we are so important. Actually, it's only our small, minuscule existence that's important to us. And we'll have to answer for that on the Day of Judgment. So he says, subhanahu wa ta'ala, that they have a little debate amongst one another, and then eventually they agree on what? This is how the believer responds to everything. When there are things that are ambiguous that we don't know, at the end of the day, you can have a little, back and forth. Here's what I think, here's my opinion. Allah knows best. That's how the believer should respond to things. Don't try to come to a conclusive answer to things that are beyond your understanding.